So this is Calcannon Subway Station, one of the less interesting subway stations in the city of Glasgow. And the Glasgow Subway is a 15-station orbital rail loop that crosses the River Clyde on both sides. And I quite like this subway system, it's very revolutionary. Here is fun. Oh. Right, we're now heading down the escalators. There's a fixed staircase in the middle, similar to stations on the Victoria line at Walthamstow. Walthamstow had its fixed staircase removed, but Blackhorse Road still has it. And then after the escalators, there's a tiny staircase here, which heads down to the narrow island platform. It's very similar to Clapham North Station on the Northern Line. And this is the outer platform, aka the trains which head clockwise. And this is the inner platform for trains running anti-clockwise around the loop. And this subway opened in 1896 with 15 stations, but was closed for 3 years between 1977 and 1980 for modernisation. So for further context, the outer is clockwise and would go via St Enoch, which is the station for Glasgow Central, and Buchanan Street, which is the station for Glasgow Queen Street. And then after those two, it heads by Bridge Street, West Street, Shields Road, Kinning Park and Cessnock. And the inner one is anti-clockwise, going via St George's Cross, Kellenbridge, Hillhead, Kellenall, Partick, Govan and Ibrox, before heading back towards Cessnock and all those other stations on the southern part of the loop. And speaking of loop trains, you have a train coming in. Coaches long. Yeah, these trains have to be replaced by new trains. Outer service coming in, its next stop being Buchanan Street. This side then. Busiest station on the Glasgow Subway, and it has a really weird arrangement because you have a a side platform and another side platform for trains going in opposite directions. So the reason why is because before the modernization in the 70s, this actually used to be an island platform, but during the modernization program, they turned this island platform into a side platform and they installed a new platform on the original tunnel wall. So this makes a very weird station. And you can actually still see this arrangement at two other stations, which are Hillhead and Ibrox. And you can even see this arrangement at High Street, Kensington, on the Circle and District lines. So the new platform here serves outer services, whereas the original platform serves the inner ones. And the next stop for the inner trains is Cowcaddens, while the next stop for the outer is St Enoch. I don't get why Glasgow Subway is just a single loop. I mean, they should extend it to the airport. Like, there was a proposal a long time ago to have a Glasgow Airport rail link by ScotRail, but that never happened. And rather hilariously, Dovetail actually recreated this fictional proposed rail link in Train Sim Classic for some reason. No idea why. Anyway, we've got a inner service coming in. It's next stop being Cowcaddens, followed by St George's Cross. Upstairs, and again this station serves Glasgow Queen Street, and with that entrance there's actually a travelator that takes you to Queen Street, and that is the main station for those coming from Scotland's other big city, which is Edinburgh, and that is reached by LNER from London King's Cross. And it can also be reachable by Avanti West Coast, but they have a 2-hourly service, and even worse, that goes via Birmingham, making the service far slow. So here are the maps of the outer and inner services. Oh look, just pause and resume once you're finished. So here's the concourse of Buchanan Street, and there's a ticket office. You can only get child tickets if you're from a ticket office, but here's the main entrance that takes you up towards Buchanan Street, but on the right here, this is the exit which takes you towards Glasgow Queen Street Station, the other principal station of Glasgow. And it has such a steep travelator. The station is actually in the shopping district of Glasgow, so it's another reason why the station is the busiest. And here is Glasgow Queen Street. And here is the Queen Street entrance of Buchanan Street Subway Station. So in Jeff Marshall's Secrets of the Glasgow Subway, which by the way is Jeff Marshall's most popular video ever, he stood here outside Kelvin Hall subway station and did this. This is Subway, this is this subway, sandwiches here and trains here. Don't get the two confused. It's very funny. Like, you need to like head through this like bleak passageway before entering the station on the left, which is packed. And so at the staircase, you've got the maps of the outer and inner services. And you've got here a Flags of Romance sign. And then there's this staircase down to another Clapham North, Clapham Common like platform. We're now on board these old trains, with our next stop being Partick. Coming into Partick station. Welcome to Partick Station, and this station connects to the National Rail platforms of Partick, and down the tunnel that way is the subway's only abandoned station known as Merkland Street, and it was closed in 1977 for the modernisation of the subway. And we've got the inner platform here, which shows the next stops: Govan, Ibrox, Cessnock, Kinning Park, Shields Road, West Street, Bridge Street, until it heads towards St Enoch. And these are the escalators that take you up to the ticket hall, which connects to the National Rail ticket hall, and then you also head up to the platforms of the National Rail station. And actually, this is the only subway station that has an interconnection towards the National Rail station, albeit with two separate gate lines. But I don't know why St Enoch is the nearest station to Glasgow Central, but there's no connection between them. It would be best if they created a passageway between the two.
For your safety and security, CCTV monitoring and recording is in operation throughout the subway.
The escalator up to the ticket hall and also Partick National Rail Station. Yeah, and the ticket hall is massive here. Yeah, we've got signs for the westbound and eastbound, as well as passageways that head up to the eastbound and westbound ScotRail platforms. And here's the ticket office. You've got 2 windows for ScotRail and 2 windows for the subway. And the station also connects to the Glasgow Harbour and the Riverside Museum, which is a transport museum in Glasgow that have like old original rolling stock on display. But in my opinion, the subway has to be extended. But in my number 1 location for it to be extended to is Glasgow's airport, which is located in Paisley. That's the priority I want, just to encourage more tourism into the city. There's a statue there of, Blood Meals, GI Bride, commissioned by Colin, for the Oranmore Homecoming Year 2009-2010. Sculptor is Ranald McCall. He designed this rather funny looking statue. Love that. Welcome to the subway. Which is named after the River Kelvin, which is outside, and that there is a bridge over the River Kelvin nearby. And because of the river, this is actually the deepest station on the whole network. Not only is it the deepest station, but the aisle platform is actually the most widest on the line. And this station is quite similar to Bridge Street in appearance, which is exactly antipodal to this station. But yeah, it is. It's fine, I guess. You got the outer platform, it's the usual marked in orange, the inner one in grey. Heading up to the ticket hall and entrance of Kelvin Bridge. I don't like these small stations which only have stairs down to their platform. And there's very few stations on the subway which are step free. And you have to go around the platform, surface part, and up to these escalators with a fixed staircase in the middle to take you up to the ticket hall level of Kelvin Bridge. So, yeah, this is the ticket hall of Kelvin Bridge. You even got an information sign here showing the tourism area. From Kelvin Bridge you can enjoy a number of walks around the River Kelvin, which I like. But first, what embraces me about the station are its entrances. So you got this entrance, which is really boring, and here was the old Kelvin Bridge railway station, which closed in 1952. But the cast iron staircase still exists, and that grey door, which is very innocuous, was actually the original entrance into the subway station. But what really does embrace me is this, the exit into Great Western Road, which is actually a tunneled escalator in the open, one of a kind. And one thing which does annoy me about the subway is that services actually end on a Sunday at 6 p.m. for maintenance. God, that's just lazy. Anyway, here's the entrance into the subway from Great Western Road, which I love. It is a tunnel entrance, and this is the bridge which goes above the river Kelvin. Here's the bridge. It goes above the Kelvin River. Oh my god, the train way so fast. Right, back inside into Kelvin Bridge, and it's raining. So I have an all-day pass, which I bought from a ticket machine earlier today. It says, welcome to the subway. I love these things. We're at Cessnock Subway Station, which is a station on the southern bank of the River Clyde. This isn't the most interesting part of the subway. The northern part is. This part of the tunnel, which I like. Oh god, it's windy. This station, I think, is the smallest on the subway. They pass. Yeah, and Cessnock is unique of being the only two stations on the subway to retain its original station entrance. The other being Kelvin Hall. And this is part of an online campaign during the modernization program where originally they planned to demolish the original Archer, but because of an online campaign, they had to save it for modernization. Yeah, and this station is actually the nearest to the Glasgow Science Centre, which is I think about a few minutes walk that way. And what does you could easily forget that there's a subway station here. But according to that new morning sign near the apartment block, it is a subway station. Yeah, this area is strangely quiet at all other times. And back into Cessnock. The next stop, Kinning Park, is the shallowest on the system. Yeah, and this sign tells you that it's closest to the Science Centre. You have to walk along Cessnock Street, Brand Street, Lawn Street, Govan Road, Pacific Drive, and then along the slipper until you get to the Science Centre. Of the Glasgow Subway, St Enoch, that's the nearest to Glasgow Central, and this station is one of only 3 on the network which has step-free access, so you can tell there's a lift there. And yeah, the next row for the inner is in 10 minutes, and the next one for the outer, if I can find the period, is in 7. Okay, so I guess we'll go upstairs already. They pass. We've got 2 exits, one via Howard Street and this way, which is the escalator exit for Glasgow Central. And you've got a ticket office here where you can buy tickets for the subway. You've got an accessible gate coming to that left. Yeah, over there is the shopping strip of Glasgow, and here is one of the entrances into St Enoch Station. So now you might think that this building is like just a cafe near an espresso bar, which just like very basic, but this building is actually really interesting because this was actually the headquarters of the Glasgow District Subway from 1896 to its modernisation, and during the modernisation the station was dug up and reconstructed around the building, and it's now one of only 3 stations on the network to have step-free access. Well, I might be wrong if it's 2 or 3, I don't know, but if you do, let me know. And I really like this Victorian style building. And you've got the other entrance for St Enoch, a staircase entrance on the other side of it. Welcome to Govan Station. Now this station is interesting in that this is where the subway's depot is located. That is the Broome Lowen Depot. And that is the only part of the subway which is above ground. And the junction for it is through this tunnel between Govan and Ibrox, which is the longest distance between 2 stations on the line at 930 meters. And the next one of the inner is in 4 minutes, and this is also a place where drivers change because of the depot's location. Okay, we'll now head upstairs by the escalator. One up escalator. Here's the concourse of Govan with the entrance located there. There's also a bus station on the outside. Here's one of the entrances to Govan Station, which is this building. And here is Govan Bus Station, which is like a bus port, but with passenger doors, so that just to split the road and the passengers alike. Broomloan Depot. And there's even a sign here for Subway Modernization Contractors Compound. God, it's so windy here. It's down this road, and it's alongside this fence. Yeah, anyway, here's where Broomloan Depot is, and it is a large expanse of the depot, running north-south, and there is a tunnel connection towards it. But here are the departure signs from Govan Bus Station. One of them is for Partick Bus Station. The others are for South Park, Drumchapel, Castle Milk, Ardenshire. Yeah, it's fine. Now you got these screen protected doors just to protect the bus station from the passengers. And there's a help point, actually the same as the one on the tube. Bought an all-day ticket as usual. So Govan Ibrox.
Please keep your belongings with you at all times. Report any suspicions to staff.
I'll show you the junction.
Next stop is England.
The junction, and it's a Y link. Alright, so welcome to Ibrox Station. Now this is one of the another station, just like Buchanan Street, which has like this original island platform for trains in one direction, and then a new platform was installed on the left to allow another train to service the other, and you can also see this at Hillhead as well. Before modernization, the station was originally known as Copeland Road, and the name was changed to match the name of the stadium and the football club. head upstairs to the ticket hall and exit. The concourse of our box, pretty small. There's a used tickets box. And this is the entrance of iBox. Pretty standard and very small. Yeah, it's located on this junction of a residential road. Yeah, and the stadium is that way. And yeah, the stadium is strangely quiet. It's so many times of the day. So welcome to Kenning Park. Now this station has not only these narrow platforms here, it's a bit like Clapham Common, Clapham North, and like almost every other station on the Glasgow Subway, apart from the ones which have side platforms, of course. But this station is actually interesting because this is the shallowest station on the Glasgow Subway, and I'll show you why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I believe 32 steps. This gate line is very small. We've got a motorway running on the outside. Here's the station of Kenning Park. I believe this is actually the smallest station on the network. It's like you only have like one normal gate and one access gate, and then immediately after the gate you turn left and then just head down 32 steps down to the platform. Wow, I can't believe this. Here's the concourse, so small. this is Shields Road, a large, or really small station on the Glasgow Subway. You got these sketches here about the Scotland Street School Glasgow. Impressive sketch. And also the park and ride facilities here, largest of 3 of them, the others being Bridge Street and Kelvin Bridge. But this one actually has space for 800 cars. And it's so massive that the eastern end of that parking is actually nearer to West Street rather than Shields Road. So if you find a parking space at the eastern end of the park and ride, it's best to head to West Street instead. This massive cavernous area of Shields Road. Shields Road does have escalators, thank God, with a fixed staircase in the middle. And right in front is the park and ride facility, and then the eastern end of that parking is actually closer to West Street, as I told you earlier. And here is the entrance into Shields Road subway station. Oh my god, I bought one of these. Wow! Oh my goodness! It's like a Star Trek. Oh my god, I love this. Got the Glasgow Subway's seat maquettes. And we've got screens here, and doors are closing. And you got these new screens here.
Next station's West Street.
Nice seat maquette. And you got open gangways here. I love it. Now we're coming into West Street. this, I believe, towards St. George's Cross. Okay. It's almost like a Star Trek feel all over again. And why are they showing X on these screens? Here we are at Bridge Street. Love these new trains. Definitely recommend traveling on one.
For your safety and security, CCTV monitoring and recording is in operation throughout the subway.
We're at Bridge Street when there's really nothing to talk about here apart from that it has a park and ride facility. That's all you get here. It's a really basic station and it is quite similar to Kelvin Bridge in appearance. The only difference is that the platform is much narrower. Like the track is actually much further at Kelvin Bridge. I want to head over to West Street again. And here is the other side of the line running into Glasgow Central. This bridge here. And here is the subway station of Bridge Street. And you can hear the trains below. That's wonderful. And there is the bus stop on the outside. And there's a bus 38 or Glasgow Fort? Fort, okay. Yeah, got the outer service arriving in. Yellow tinted paint. Yeah, and up there is a it's the line running into Glasgow Central, the National Rail line. Yeah, and if there would be a project known as the Glasgow Crossrail project, which would be eponymously named as the Wallace Line, connecting Central and Queen Street together, this could actually use this rail bridge above the road. And here's the entrance into West Street. Not very impressive, but it's fine. And as you get down these steps, you can catch a vibe of like Clapham Common and Clapham North again, and all other Glasgow Subway stations. Okay, in our next arrival is in 1 minute. Perfect. And then my opinions on the new trains, they're wonderful. I love the tube-shaped feeling. It has a Star Trek vibe. I like the seat maquette as well as the dynamic destination screens, and I also like the headlights at the front of the train as well as the traction motor. The only thing that they never changed was the announcements. I believe they are still the same. They should add like dedicated announcements for the new trains, just to make the system more world class. Station, and this station is not interesting, but it has a charm for grammar and spelling, really literacy, because it's with an apostrophe, which seems quite controversial at the station, because for many years the sign didn't always have an apostrophe, but outside it's much more interesting. Here's the ticket hall, pretty small. So the signage of platform level was fixed, but this sign here, outside of the station, has no apostrophe. That's some incorrect spelling. And the X means cross. For people who don't know X, like in a word before. So it's St. George's Cross, but on this sign, but the actual name is St. George's with an apostrophe cross. And anyway, here's the station building. It only says Subway, not the name of the station though, which is St. George's Cross. Before modernisation, you had just this island platform for trains in both directions. But during the modernisation, they had this platform turned into a single one, and they had a new platform installed on the side here. to make a very unusual arrangement. Right, we'll now head upstairs to the tiny ticket hall again. As usual with these Glasgow Subway stations, apart from Buchanan Street or St. Enoch. Now, this is quite different arrangement to like Buchanan Street and Ibrox, because like rather than actually having like a corridor like above the platforms, you have one that circles around them with escalators. Pretty unusual arrangement. There are murals along this wall here which depict the local area and the subway's history. And this, it says, folk of all kinds, right here. And do not let daily toing and froing to earn what we need to keep going. Prevent what you once felt when we hope full and free. I don't know if that sentence makes sense. And why does the subway, no, since when does the subway accept these many cards? Any card, anytime, anywhere. What? Anyway, here's the gate line. It's pretty standard. And yeah, Hillhead is one of the busiest stations on the line. There's the ticket office on the right. They're the ticket machines. It circles around until the escalators are down there. Yeah, and we're in a shopping strip of Kelvin. I like this. And here's the subway entrance into Hillhead. Next trial for Altos in 3 minutes. And we're on the new platform when modernization happened.